You've picked your dream wedding venue, booked all the vendors, and now you're wondering, what does the actual wedding day look like? When should you start your hair and makeup? When do guests arrive? How do you fit in your first look and then dinner without feeling rushed all day? I'm Barbara from Wedding Bubble, and in this video I'll walk you through the ideal wedding day timeline for Dubai, with real planner insights to make your day smooth, calm, and magical. A perfect timeline is what keeps your day stress-free. Let's agree on that. It makes sure that your decor looks flawless before all your guests arrive, that your photos happen in the best light, and you actually have time to eat, breathe, drink, and enjoy your day, of course. And since we're in Dubai, where the weather, lights, and curfews matter, timing is everything. Let's start with the morning. The morning sets the tone of your entire day. First of all, make sure that you get a nice long sleep the night before. The best thing would be already to sleep at the hotel at the same venue, or at least close by, so you don't have to rush. There's no check-in or organization. You simply wake up, you have your breakfast in the morning, maybe do some yoga, and then comes the hair and makeup, of course. That usually takes 2 to 4 hours depending on the complexity of the hairstyle or the makeup that you chose, and then also if you have bridesmaids who will be joining you. It's not usually a continuous process, so there will be breaks, coffee, music, laughter, and lots of behind-the-scenes photos. So your photographer and videographer should also usually arrive around the same time or a little bit later after your makeup artist arrives. So they can also capture all the details, all those fun moments behind the scenes, and those emotional getting ready moments. For the groom, the morning looks a bit easier. Of course, you don't need to do hair and makeup for 3-4 hours, but they also usually take around 1 hour to get ready. Same process, but with the groomsmen. So the photographers and videographers usually change spots back and forth. Once you're both done, now comes the first look. That usually happens, I recommend doing it usually around 2 to 2.5 hours before the actual ceremony, because the photo shoot or the video shoot or the first moment can take up to 1 to 1.5 hours even. And then you should still give yourself some time to breathe, maybe have a quick lunch, just the two of you before the actual ceremony starts. Of course, there's also couples who prefer to do the first look at the actual ceremony, so the groom only sees the bride at the ceremony for the first time, like all the other guests do. That means that the day can start a bit later, so you don't have to count in that first look moment before the ceremony. And by the way, while you're getting ready, your vendor team is already super busy creating the magic since 6 a.m. in the morning or even the night before, depending on the complexity of the decor or the entire setup. If there is not so much decor, then simpler weddings, the decor or the setup usually starts around 10 or 11 a.m. But yeah, if there's more complex builds like staging, big arches, or draping, that needs more time. So that's also another important point. Make sure you discuss this with your venue. Always confirm setup access in your venue contract. It's one of the most common surprises couples forget. So now we're coming to your ceremony part. You should give your guests around 30 minutes to even 1 hour, I would say, to arrive before the ceremony. For outdoor weddings, the best time in Dubai is to start around 4:30 or 5 p.m. for that golden hour light. For indoor summer weddings, you can start a bit later. 5:30 to 6 p.m. actually works perfectly. For outdoor ceremonies, please just make sure that there is a shaded area, maybe some fans and umbrellas for the guests, because Dubai heat can really sneak up on you. The ceremony itself will usually take up to 30 minutes, enough time for a beautiful moment without losing the light. And now comes the cocktail hour. After the ceremony, it's time to celebrate and hydrate. Cocktail hours usually last from 1 to 2 hours. It's when you guys enjoy drinks and canapes, and of course the family and friends photo shoot. If you have 2 venues, that's also usually the time where the decor team uses the time to flop or flip the decor around. So the room is ready for the big reveal. Another tip for the family and friends photos: make sure you even organize the groups before the actual wedding day. Trust me, it's gonna make a difference if you know before already who's gonna do the photos when with you. Now we're at the heart of the evening, the dinner and the reception. A typical flow looks like this. At around 6:30, the guests get seated and the couple makes their entrance. Then up until 8:30, 9 p.m., depending on how long you like to have your dinners, you're basically just gonna focus on dinner, speeches, and maybe some entertainment. Live acts, violinist, or a mini show. At around 9 p.m., you can plan to have a cake cutting. At 9:30, you're gonna have your first dance and the dance floor is open. From 9:30, then the party begins. Keep in mind that in Dubai, most outdoor curfews are between 10 and 11 p.m. So that's when you will end if you're under the stars. But if you're in a ballroom or you are doing your wedding at the beach club where extended curfew hours are allowed, you can often go until 2 a.m. For longer parties, of course, we recommend doing a midnight snack around 11 p.m. Think sliders, sushi, or mini shawarmas, and then dance the night away. If you want to have any unforgettable party shots or champagne tower, plan that moment to be around 11:30 p.m. before everyone gets too cozy on the dance floor. Now it's the next day. After an amazing night out, don't forget to plan something really relaxing the next day, like a pool brunch or breakfast with your guests. It's the perfect way to say thank you to your guests and end your wedding weekend on a calm, happy note. And that's your perfect Dubai wedding day timeline. If you're still struggling to find some vendors, then download our vendor guide, which you can find in our stand store, linked below in the caption. Subscribe for weekly wedding tips, inspirations, and behind the scenes for Dubai weddings. And follow along on Instagram, where we share daily tips. I'm Barbara from Wedding Bubble, where luxury meets fun. See you next week when we talk about budgets.